really surprises me. There's still people out there who think Troy and me are still friends, and they, oh, can't believe it. Only just found out Link and Troy don't get along. Holy smoke. I don't know where they've been, but, Those of you who don't really understand why Troy has so many trolls, you've got to sit down and think for a minute. How the hell can this dude have 20-fold the trolls of channels 3, 4, 5 times the size of his? How can he have so many fucking trolls comparative to channels that are far, far, far larger than his? How's it even happen? It's pretty easy. You stab all your donators in the back, and that is essentially what he's done. What exactly do I mean by that? I mean there's people who donate equipment to him, who donate money to him, and they're blocked within anything from 10 days to 4 weeks. And that's what goes on. There are people who have helped him out. One guy gave him $1,000. Bang, he's blocked within 10 days. Another guy gave him a charge controller and solar panel that he'd show off for ages. But within 4 weeks of thanking the guy for giving it to him, he's turned around and nailed him as being an arsehole. This guy has received phone calls at his house. Hell, his kids at school even copped shit about it. He's woken up the next day to 1,000 hate mail messages in his inbox. And that's what you get 4 weeks after you gave someone something. I mean, this is honestly what's happened. He has claimed that he's had no videos taken down off YouTube, which is bullshit, because he has. Some of these videos he would deliberately name all the people that he didn't like, who he claimed were trolls, which apparently was a bit strange because the vast majority of them were ones who'd given him stuff. Some of it worth quite a substantial sum. You want to know the truth, Doc gave him solar panels. He wouldn't have friggin' admit to that, would he, And the pure fact of the matter is that often people have been stabbed in the back a very short time after they've given him a lot of stuff. And this is what happens, People befriend you, they help you out, you turn around, you fuck them over. People have had, there's one guy even only a few months ago offered to help him, and he was getting about 15 phone calls a day where the phone rings and you answer it and they just hang up, And this shit has been going on up until a few months ago. From 2013 up until a few months ago. There's somebody who mysteriously had their website crash very quickly after one of these videos where he named and shamed certain people. And I mean, he is that fucking arrogant that you will donate to him, give him stuff, send him stuff. Within weeks, he will make a video naming and shaming you, and you'll wake up to 1,000 hate mails in your inbox. That's happened to quite a lot of people, 1,000 hate mails in their inbox. You're being mean to all only a few weeks after they donated to him. It's one of these things. You fuck everyone up the arse who helps you, and guess what? You make a lot of enemies. And it's all done in a Gestapo-style fashion by him and his cronies. His cronies actually create more grief than he does, believe it or not. And by Gestapo-style fashion, I mean they do everything through harassing private messages or emails. And if they do it with comments, they'll give you a hell of a blast in the comments. And then the comments will all be deleted within an hour. And then they'll turn around, they always are standing there saying that the trolls attack us and it's an unprovoked attack on us. We didn't provoke anything and they come and attacked us. That's a great one because they're very good at blasting the shit out of these same people and then deleting all their comments an hour later. And if that same person comes after him, oh, they're mean, they're an arsehole, they're this and that, they always attack me unprovoked. Well, you know, I wouldn't say they attack you unprovoked because you always provoke them, but then you delete all the evidence of it. And this is what it's all about, keeping it in private messages, but most of all, keeping it in comments which can be deleted an hour after they've been made. It's like living under the Gestapo in the way that it all seems happy and everybody's happy and calm on the surface, but there's this stuff going on in the background where everybody's getting friggin' stabbed in the back and fucked over and screwed around. And that's why he has to guard his comments for 10 hours a day, because so many of these people that have been burnt by him are coming back and voicing their complaints, and they're labelled as trolls. But the pure fact of the matter is, they see a dude who will stab people who help him in the back and show things completely up shit creek. He will never watch any other videos on how to do something before he does it. He won't take any professional advice. He won't read books on it. He won't read websites. He will do something, do it wrong, and then fight like a dog saying that he knows what he's doing with anybody who says he hasn't done it right. Some of the people he's arguing the toss with have been qualified for 33 years, and he's got to tell them that he knows better than they do. You would think it would be easier just to avoid all the grief and go and check up how to do it properly the first time. But nah, his ego is too big, and the main point is that nobody can tell him he's wrong, and that leads to even more bullshit and arguments. But anyway, that's some of the stuff that goes on that causes this guy a lot of shit. And before you jump to conclusions about people being trolls, realise this guy lies on a regular basis. He fucks everyone up the arse all the time. Even as his channel was about to so-called go down, he was stating that he made this off-grid project design before he even lived off-grid. Well, how's it even possible? Why would you make an off-grid project design before you're living off-grid? And the other point is, I can remember quite specifically when he was going to do wooden drink coasters, and he said these are designs I've been working on over the last couple of days. Yet he claims that he made these designs before he even lived in the camper. Nah. Because he's previously said in a video that he made them as he was already in the friggin' tiny home. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. So, you know, and if he did make this logo so long ago, why did we only see it from the time he was living in the tiny home? He lies all the time. Wishful thinking becomes reality in his own mind, and then he fights like a dog to preserve his ego and to maintain this wishful thinking in the realm of reality, and he will argue it is reality. Regardless of anything, he will not back down. And it's just so blatant and so obvious, and so many good people who have helped him have been fucked over, and he wonders why he's hated. Man of many things told him he's just got to start taking advice. No, he can't do that. Because he's king, and whatever he makes up, whether he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or not, he's always right. And, you know, there's a book I've got that says sometimes life is trying to give you little hints. It'll throw pebbles at you. And you're supposed to pick up on these little pebbles being thrown at you and take the hint and straighten up. Because if you don't notice the pebbles being thrown, then it'll start throwing bricks. And if you don't notice the bricks being thrown, then you're going to have a boulder fall on top of you. And I'll tell you what, he ignores the whole lot of them.